The U.S. has seized two Venezuelan-linked sanctioned oil tankers, just the latest move since a campaign against Venezuela began back in September. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. has tremendous leverage over Venezuela and will control proceeds from the sale of this oil to help stabilize the country.
The lawmakers were briefed by the Trump administration today, but many say they still don't have clear answers about what comes next. Alice Gaynor joins us now with the latest. Alice?
That's right. Some lawmakers still have questions following a classified briefing today about the capture of ousted Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. The Trump administration also announced plans to roll back some Venezuela sanctions to allow oil transport to the U.S. so the U.S. can oversee its sale. New video from the Pentagon shows the U.S. seizing an oil tanker in the Caribbean and an oil tanker in the North Atlantic. The White House says both were linked to Venezuela.
The oil blockade, the quarantine of oil out of unsanctioned or sanctioned or stateless vessels continues.
The Trump administration briefed lawmakers on Venezuela today and say they're going to take between 30 and 50 million barrels of oil.
We're going to sell it in the marketplace at market rates, not at the discounts Venezuela was getting. That money will then be handled in such a way that we will control how it is dispersed in a way that benefits the Venezuelan people, not corruption, not the regime.
Some Democratic lawmakers question the administration's focus on oil and whether there's a long-term plan for Venezuela.
We should all ask the question about where our tax dollars and where American lives may be spent or wasted next.
The dual-hatted Secretary of State and National Security Advisor shrugged his shoulders when asked repeatedly, how much did this cost? And literally joked about it. This is not a joking matter.
When it comes to talk of takeover of Greenland and Denmark,
the amateurs who said it was a good idea should lose their jobs.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis of North Carolina railed against the idea and questioned what kind of advice the president's deputy chief of staff was giving him.
Take a look at the most important alliance in the history of the United States, the NATO alliance. This could actually destabilize that.
House Speaker Republican Mike Johnson downplayed the possibility of the U.S. taking military action in Greenland.
I don't think anybody's talking about using military force in Greenland. They're looking at diplomatic channels on all.
The White House said they're keeping military options there open.
The U.S. always has military options for everything.
Well, today, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said he does plan to speak with leaders of both Greenland and Denmark next week. Christine and Jessica.
A lot to take care of.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alice.
Going on in the year. Yeah.
Thank you.